Earth Day. Most people know what it is, but understanding it and acting on what we know is where a lot of people struggle. To understand it better, we need to know what Earth Day and its history is. Earth Day is an annual event celebrated on April 22nd to demonstrate support for environmental protection. In the decades leading up to the first, Americans were consuming vast amounts of leaded gas through massive and inefficient automobiles. Industry belched out smoke and sludge with little fear of the consequences from either the law or bad press. Before the first Earth Day, the average American would be unaware of environmental concerns. Later, this changed with the new book, Silent Spring in 1962, which sold over 500,000 copies worldwide and raised awareness about the impact of pollution on public health and the environment. This marked a turning point in public consciousness about the environment, setting the stage for the environmental movement. Earth Day. Senator Gaylord Nelson, the junior senator from Wisconsin, had long been concerned about the deteriorating environment in the United States. Then in January 1969, he and many others witnessed the ravages of a massive oil spill in Santa Barbara, California. Inspired by the student anti-war movement, Senator Nelson wanted to infuse the energy of student anti-war protests with an emerging public consciousness about air and water pollution. Senator Nelson announced the idea for a teach-in on college campuses to the national media and persuaded Pete McCloskey, a conservation-minded Republican congressman, to serve as his co-chair. Senator Gaylord Nelson then recruited Dennis Hayes, a young activist, to organize the campus teach-ins and to scale the idea to a broader public. And they choose April 22nd, a weekday falling between spring break and final exams, to maximize the greatest student participation, recognizing its potential to inspire all Americans. Hayes built a national staff of 85 to promote events across the land, and the effort soon broadened to include a wide range of organizations, faith groups, and others. They changed the name to Earth Day, which immediately sparked national media attention and caught on across the country. Earth Day inspired 20 million Americans, at the time, 10% of the total population of the United States, to take to the streets, parks, and auditoriums to demonstrate against the impacts of 150 years of industrial development, which had left a growing legacy of serious human health impacts. Now that we understand what Earth Day is, what caused it, and why, we can act upon what we learned. You can reuse items, reduce waste pollution, recycle items that cannot be reused, replenish our environment with natural goods, and help restore health to our Earth on Earth Day. With these things, you can make a difference to our world we live in and make it a better place. Remember, every person counts.